You might have thought a lot about what kind of president you'd like to be. You might have thought a lot about what kind of strategy that you're going to follow. But how much thought have you given to the idea of what kind of campaign you want to run? And by the way, you might not be in charge of as much of it as you think. Yeah, there's your campaign, and you decide tactics. Are you going to be negative? Are you going to focus on attacking your opponent? How much of the time are you going to spend being positive? Are you going to be favorable? Remember, negative attacks do work, but they also drive up your negative ratings. As you hit somebody else, people don't think any better of you necessarily. They just think worse of the other person. So you've got to make some strategic decisions about that. You also have to make some strategic decisions about what are the groups, what are the focus of your campaign going to be? Are you going to have an outreach to younger voters, to older voters? All of that stuff and what your image is going to be like. That's really important. But have you thought about this one? Outside groups play an increasingly influential role in American politics. These are groups that some call super PACs, but the idea is increasingly the dirty work of campaigning is done by these outside groups, whereas you get to stand there with clean hands. You say, I didn't do it, it was those other guys. And that's become the theme. Is that the kind of campaign you want to run? And how much emphasis do you want to have on your super PAC? Remember one thing, this super PAC that's on the outside, make sure that it's somebody who you trust and respect who's running it. Because once it starts, once that outside group's going, you can't have any more contact or coordination with that person. They've got to go do it on their own. You're going to raise a bunch of money for them. They're going to have all of these resources, and then they're off on their own. So hopefully they don't run off with your dough. But at what you really want is for them to do a good job helping you to become the next president of the United States.